Hi friends, welcome back and Happy New Year. So the topic of today's video is you can never lose. You literally cannot lose. So, so I'll tell you a story. I was working a job where I would say it was like a dead-end job basically. There was no opportunity to grow. Honestly, I wasn't even using my full set of skills as far as like professional skills. I was not using any of my skills from school or like through past employment or anything. And honestly, it was just a job I had to take to survive, just to make ends meet. And even though I did that job for a while, honestly, it got to a point where I would come home so irritated, so angry, so upset because I just knew that this is not where I'm supposed to be. And as I said, it was just a job out of survival. It was just something to just help me to get on my feet. But then, sometimes even though like you think that you intend on doing something for a short while, but then it ends up stretching out for like months and years. So that's exactly where I found myself. So I found myself in this dead-end job, and then my boss ends up firing me due to some misunderstandings. And funny enough, I had been having dreams that would happen, but then I sort of just ignored it. And so I got let go suddenly, and I was sort of panicking because I was like, okay, like what am I going to do now? How am I going to survive? And I kept applying to similar jobs. But then I was just applying there, not because I really wanted to, but like when you're panicking and you're just trying to like make ends meet, like you will just apply for anything. So, but then even those jobs, which I knew those jobs were so beneath me, the requirements for the job did not match my actual skill sets and what I knew that I was capable of. But again, doing things out of desperation just to survive. So, but then funny enough, I kept getting rejected from those jobs, even though I was qualified. So then a few weeks later, a recruiter reaches out to me and she tells me about a job that they have open. And this job literally matches every single thing that I am skilled in. So like it really felt like that job was literally tailored to me because everything I had been wanting to do and to grow in terms of my career, this job offered it. And so honestly, like within like 3 weeks, I was screened, interviewed, and I was hired. I tell you that this job literally came out of nowhere. I wasn't even looking for it. It literally found me. And it matched exactly what my heart was yearning to do. And it matched exactly what I know that I am capable of. And honestly, getting fired from that other job was the best thing that could have happened to me. Because it made me realize that, hey, wake up, you can do more. You're not meant for this other life, you can do more. So I think sometimes it's easy for us to take things that appear very unpleasant and then label it as a bad thing. So for example, me getting fired from my job, like anybody would see that and be like, okay girl, like that's not a positive thing to happen. But because that happened, I had to get rejected in order to wake up to who I am. And through getting rejected, another door was already open for me. Now I'm really beginning to understand that losses are never truly losses. Sometimes God will intentionally make you lose something in order to make space for something new. So sometimes God will allow you to get rejected by someone or that job or that opportunity because there's something greater for you somewhere else. Sometimes God will close a door because there's an even better door that He's opening up for you somewhere else. And that's the perspective that I am learning to see life through, that I can never lose. I truly cannot lose. We have to get to a place where we begin to look at ourselves and understand that there's a path that God has set for each and every one of us. And every single path is detailed and is intricate, and there's a purpose to your life. There is something significant and great about your life, and that you have a destiny, and that some way, somehow, every step you take, everything that happens to you, it is leading you to that destiny. This is my absolute favorite verse in the Bible, and it says that all things work together for those who love God and for those who are called according to His will and purpose. If God has a plan for you, which He does for every single person, every single thing is supposed to work out for you. Everything in life is conspiring for your ultimate good. And I want you to wake up to that understanding, that in this life, and there is no good thing or bad thing. And what I mean by that is, I think we tend to put things into categories because that helps us understand life better. We like to label things as good or as bad, and it helps us to be able to process our emotions better when good or bad things happen. But I am beginning to see that everything is one. There is no good and bad. That if anything bad happens to me, it's working out for my good. If anything good happens to me, it's working out for my good. And even all the bad that's happened is leading me to my ultimate good. It's leading me to my purpose and where I am meant to be. If you have found yourself in a similar situation, and I'm not even talking about losing a job. It could be you got broken up with, or you broke up with somebody. Maybe you had a business idea and it failed. Maybe you applied for an opportunity and you got rejected. Maybe you planned something and it just didn't go as planned. Learn to step back and say, wait. Instead of me reacting and getting all of my emotions, pause and say, what if there's something better on the other side of this? What if what I just lost is actually what will make space for something even better to come along? What if? What if? Just think about that. What if? As always, thank you so much for watching my video, and until next time, bye.